Hey guys, Ben here, a designer of Moonshine, and we're going to be building a character today. This character is a suggestion from the Moonshine Community Discord. There will be a link down below if you want to join that. We have a fun time there. I'm going to be building myself today. First thing is first, we are going to be building this character using the Roll20 character sheet, which is amazing. It has so many nice features that make gameplay on a virtual tabletop so smooth. And then we've got our rulebook available as well. We're going to be sort of going back between the two as needed. So first, we're going to fill out the ID. So the character is Ben Goldman. The concept is going to be Ben Goldman. And the player, you better believe it, that's going to be Ben Goldman. So next we're going to fill out our attributes here. These are grit, stealth, focus, and charm. All of this stuff below it is based on those stats in these nice columns. So I need to pick one of these attribute packages. They all add to 12. Like, the math behind this is just they need to add to 12, and the lowest you can have is 2. Another way to think about it is you start them all at 2 and then have 4 points to add. In the end, it just seemed like the simplest way was to show the 5 available packages, but you can align them however you want. So I think I am gonna put 2 into focus, because I'm going to lean into my ADD for this character sheet. I think I'm going to go 3, 3, and then 4 into charm. So, that is my base attributes, and you can see that has set my health to 6 and my energy to 6. Health is just grit plus stealth, and energy is focus plus charm. Unwind, this is how the character relaxes after a long day. A mental character might want to read a book or play a game, do a puzzle, do art. A physical character is going to want to go for a run or hit the gym or spar, play sports. And a social character would want to go to the bar or, call a friend. I definitely am mental unwind. When my battery is out, I just want to, sit down and do puzzles or play games, basically, or make art. All right, so that is all set. So the next step is to spend XP, which seems like a fairly daunting task, but I have a really nice way to handle it. I'm also going to be building myself as a 25 experience character, which is fairly standard. What I like to do is actually to start with the psychic and specialties. They have prerequisites. If you hover... Oh, it doesn't show it. Dang. Well, take my word for it. If you hover on the Roll20, it will show the prerequisites, and if you click, it will show the prerequisites. My big head is in the way. Let's click that again. So you can see it shows the prerequisites here. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by taking the specialties and psychic abilities that I have in real life, seeing what the prerequisites are, grabbing those prerequisites, and then taking those, and then once I have dots in all of those, then I'm gonna start peppering experience where I want it to be. So, first things first, I do not stop yapping, so I'm gonna need Pontificate. And on Roll20, it also says what these do. So, Pontificate is really cool. It lets you spend energy on social roles, and even with 1 dot, a little bit over half the time, get 1 energy back, which is really great for someone who wants to be pushing a lot of roles in that sort of category of social roles. So for that, I need speech and resilience. So I'll go ahead and take 1 dot of resilience and 1 dot of speech. And when I do that, you'll see Pontificate lights up on the sheet, and I'll grab my 1 dot of that. And you'll see down here it is counting the experience, so I don't have to worry about it. What other? I think I want Moxie. That is speech and force, so I'll grab a force dot. Moxie is hilarious. You can get away with minor social taboos and even praise for brazenly bending social norms. You can roll speech or intimidate against a challenge roll, and the difficulty of that roll is determined by the severity of the taboo. So you can, it basically lets you get away with being a little stinker, which I frequently am. Alright, performance. If this were in high school and I was a band kid, I would definitely do that, but I've lost my chops, so studious, not really, not as much as my parents would have liked. Definitely not law, forensics, or sniper. I think those might be the only specialties I have. And psychic abilities, I do not have those, as much as I have tried. I just don't have any of them. You know what? I am gonna do cold read. I think I did some research into that, and I think I am okay at it. So for that, I need notice and empathy. So notice right there, and empathy right there. And that could let me take performance as well, so, you know, I might consider it. So I've spent 11 experience so far, so now I'm going to go through athletics. I will give myself 1 dot of that. I am okay at sports, but that's as far as I'm going to go. Force, 1 seems fine. Intimidate, 0 seems fine. Resilience, 1 seems fine. I'll give myself 1 in sneak and 1 in evade. Do I give myself 1 in disguise? I don't think so. Drive, definitely 0. Fix, I am like the least handy, but still able to get it done, so I'll give myself 1 fix. And I'll grab 2 investigate. I think I am more... I might up that to 3 later if I have the experience. I think I'm fairly good at, digging into a problem and trying to get to the bottom of it. Deflect. Socially, I'm okay at... Actually, socially, I'm great at deflection. I'm extremely good at deflection. So I'll go ahead and do 1. Guile. I think I can be a little sneaky, so I'll do 2 in Guile. I think I just might go 2 down the line here. So you can see I've gone over in experience. I can take some flaws to shore that up. And luckily, I do have flaws, believe it or not. So we can go back to the book here and go down to flaws, and we can see sort of what the available ones are. Taking any flaw gives you 2 extra experience to work with. So this one's pretty easy. I do have asthma, so I have added asthmatic. So I've got that flaw, so you'll see my experience count went down by 2. And then leaning into the ADD, I'm also going to grab impatient, because I am not particularly patient. Do I want to take a 3rd flaw? Bad sight, maybe. Like, it's not great. It's definitely going. Blunt, no, I don't think I'm blunt. I am not clumsy or fawning or gullible. I'm impatient. I think my pain tolerance is, like, okay. It's not great, but I don't think enough to give me a flaw. Luddite, I don't think so. I think I'm okay with tech. Marked, I certainly hope not. Recognizable, I don't think so. Ooh, sleepy, yes. Yes. Sleepy. That is me. Alright. So I am asthmatic, sleepy, and impatient. And that means I have 3 more experience to work with. So that could let me take 1 dot of a psychic ability, of which you can see at this point the character qualifies for everything other than hypnotism. But I'm not psychic. I could take like 1 dot in an ability I don't have, and I'm not even looking at weapons. I have no martial training, so I don't know how to use any of these. Which is fine. Characters definitely do not need to be combat capable to be useful. This is not a combat sim, so there have been many times where characters have been completely useless at combat, but incredibly helpful to the party as a whole. I think I am going to do what I said earlier. I'm going to take that 3rd dot of investigate, and that will get my character sheet built. Standing, I'm just going to go... I don't think I have any fame. I have 3 dots to spend. And I think I have some contacts. I am probably doing better financially than I am at networking. So that is going to be the character sheet built. Ben Goldman 21. Just Ben Goldman. So at this point, the character sheet is like built and ready to go. I can click these to roll them. So you'll see it rolls my 3 die, it removes the correct thing, and then it adds the bonus. So my investigate, I should be doing, fairly well. Empathy should be doing fairly well. So, yeah, that is how you build a character. And I'm looking forward to seeing what kinds of characters you guys make and hearing about what they might get up to. So thank you all for watching, and have a great day.